couldn't see very well, but I could see a shadow of a man sitting on the end of my bed, and I just felt like somebody's there. So at first I smiled and I thought, it's the guy from my dream. So I tried to greet him, but nothing would come out. So I tried a shorter greeting and still nothing would come out. And then I realized it can't be that guy because I'm awake now. That was from a dream. So it's impossible. So it must be my brother. And I haven't moved or said a word yet, so he must think I'm still sleeping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump up and scare the hell out of him. And then before I could try to do that, I realized, wait, he can't get into my room because I had a very small room, and I used to keep the mattress against the wall in the daytime, and at night I put the mattress down so that it's in front of my bedroom door, and nobody can get in. If they try to get in, I'm going to feel it, and I'm going to wake up. So then I thought, oh shite, it's a ghost, and I just, I don't think I was so much as scared as I didn't know who it was, or maybe if it's not the guy from my dream, maybe it's a bad spirit, or I don't know, but all these things kept going through my mind, and so I couldn't move. That's when I really realized I can't move and I can't speak. There must be something wrong with me, like I need an ambulance or something. So I tried to bang on the wall and call my mom, and I couldn't. So I got very, very panicked, and the more I tried to move my arm, there was this vibrating sound, and it felt like really, really short vibrations, and the noise got louder and louder and louder, and suddenly it was like when you actually go swimming and there's water in your ear, you can't hear it properly, and then it pops, and then you can hear normal again. That kind of pop happened to me, and then it was normal. I could, and I woke up, and I just jumped up and said, Jesus, Mary, and Holy St. Joseph. I felt like it scared the bloody Irish out of me. Some part Irish. So I've never been so shocked like that. So that was the first experience I had. Sleep paralysis. And the second thing was really, really scary. It's probably the scariest paranormal experience I ever had. So it was, I think, about 4 months later, and I was having a really good lie-in, and I woke up because my mom was talking really loud on the phone, so I asked her to keep it down a bit because I'm really tired, and I went back to sleep, and I woke up again, and there was somebody next to my bed, and it really freaked me out. So, like I said, I've had ghost experiences, but it had been a few years since I've seen a ghost, like, really, really in solid form, not just something out of the corner of your eye, or a shadow, or this really solid. And I couldn't move, and I couldn't speak, and I thought, oh my god, it's happening again. So, I couldn't move, but for some reason, my vision is like only a short distance, but I kept looking at the wall and looking back, and thinking that when I look back, it's going to be gone. So I'll try to describe. I think it was a girl wearing kind of tight Western clothes, and I couldn't see her face because she was wearing a black hat and she was looking down. And I remember looking at the stitching on her hat and at the button in the middle of her hat, looking at all the detail. thinking, this is so real, and it's not going away. Like, I have time to savor this moment and really look at this, whatever it is. But I was scared, like, I felt like it was a negative entity, so I tried to say a prayer in my head, and each time I looked back, not there. So I tried to say another prayer, and I was talking about the entity, or whatever it was that I saw when I was going through sleep paralysis. So I'm looking at this wall, I'm looking back, I'm saying prayers, but every time I look back, that thing is still there. So then I thought I'd say a different prayer, and this really freaked me out. The thing actually growled at me, and like a really, really low, deep growl. Really, really, really scary. So, but right after it growled, it disappeared. And then I could move again. But I kept thinking in my mind, I'm not afraid of you, I'm not afraid of you. But I was really, really afraid. But I thought if I try to think that, it's gonna go away. But anyway, so it was kneeling, like with its feet under it, just kneeling there like this, beside me, beside my mattress, and that was very strange. And then, I guess, 2 months later, it would have been in May of 2006, I actually moved into another room, so I switched rooms with my brother because that little room really, really freaked me out, and I had lots of really weird experiences there. And to this day, like, I just don't like it at all. I don't live there anymore, but I mean, I'm going back to see my family next month, and I don't want to stay in that room. Anyway, in the next room, that's where the third sleep paralysis takes place, and this is really this is maybe the weirdest one. So I'm just lying there, and this one was different because it was fading away as I was waking up, but I was properly awake and I couldn't move and I couldn't talk. But I was, like, the first 2 times, just like that, you can move and you can talk. But this time, well, I couldn't move and I couldn't talk, but what I saw was fading away. It was fading into my room, basically. And what I saw was like a little leprechaun or something, or some kind of elf, and there was a pathway, and as he walked, the pathway would become visible. And this is so ridiculous, but so he was walking along the path, and sometimes he would glance over at me, like a really curious look, like, a human? And I'm going to look at the human that I heard about, that kind of thing. And then I wasn't scared this time. I thought, I was looking at him really curious too. What is this? What kind of creature is this then? And I remember I had a dream, a really, really, really vivid, really nice dream a couple of years ago, that I went to this beautiful land and there was like, I don't know, Sprite and Dwarf or something like that. Really, really, really nice dream. And I knew I was dreaming in that dream, and they actually shook my hand and said, oh, we haven't had a human come here since